Hi folks, it's me again, and this is kind of a short follow-up to the spoke um, video that I did the last time where I sent the rim and spokes off to a shop for apparently them to destroy them, and decided to do my own lacing of the front wheel on my 82 XLH. It turns out, after getting several sets of spokes, that the spokes that I've been getting off of eBay are a half inch too big and too long. So I figured that out after trying to lace this wheel with them a couple of times, and it was immediately obvious that there was something, really wrong. So what I should have done to begin with is check the length of the spokes I was getting against the length of the spokes I took off. Well, it turns out that the ones I was getting from eBay were in fact a half inch too long, even though the label and the box and everything else said that they were the right part number for this front wheel. So through the group on Facebook, Ironhead Garage, I got the name of a place in California called Buchanan Spoke, and I'll put a link in the bottom and show you a picture of their site. And they were the experts. So I gave them a call and told them what I was encountering, and they said, yeah, a lot of those spokes are for aftermarket wheels, in which this drop in the center of the rim is not as great as the original equipment. So they were all sending me spokes for a aftermarket rim, not for an original rim. So something to watch out for when you go shopping. So I got a set of the right specs from them, and they shipped it second day air. I guess it was a surprise when they came, pleasant surprise. And when I decided to do it myself, I went out and bought a Bike Master truing stand, and you can also use this to balance your wheels after you put tires on them. So now I can change my own tires. So not only did the cost of this setup end up to be less than sending it out to be destroyed, I also now have a nice tool for other activities. The other tool I got was a spoke torque wrench. And I don't know how you can do this job without it, because as you're tightening it down, you want all these spokes to be pretty much exactly the same torque. And this is a Pit Posse. I'm very pleased with it. It came with a whole different set of ends for it for different size spoke nipples, and it's easy to set. It seems to be very accurate. And it's got a registration number in addition. I'm not sure exactly why, but it looks like a professional piece of equipment. So how hard was it? Well, if you do step one correctly, which unfortunately I didn't do, it's really easy. So step one tells you which hole the opposite side outside spoke is supposed to go in relative to the other side spokes. Once you get that right, everything lines up. It took me maybe 20, tops 30 minutes to lace it up, to get it, done, and perfectly done, no mistakes. So that part of the job is easy. The second part of the job is lining it up, both side to side so that it is exactly in the center of the hub and is not tilted one direction or another. And then a radial check to make sure it's not loping, right, from one side to the other. And following the book's the service manual steps precisely, that's easy too. So in no time you have it lined up and trued up, and then it's a matter of gradually tightening them down, all of them by hand first, and then I did it inch by inch with the torque wrench, easing up on 30 inch-pounds, and then easing up across all the spokes to 50 inch-pounds, and then easing up on all the spokes to 70. Now I asked Buchanan, excuse me, what the torque setting should be, and they said for the inner spokes, which have the big bend in them, 65 to 70 pounds. For the outer spokes, which have the short bend in them, 75 to 80 inch-pounds. I chickened out at 70 on all of them. It just started to feel real tight, and I'm not going to be racing this thing. It's not going to be going fast. It's not going to be under a lot of stress. So I think 70 overall is probably okay. After I ride it for maybe 50 miles, I'll recheck. And another reason for this is I can recheck to 70 pounds with the wheel on the bike, and know that they're all the correct torque. Buchanan's also said the rear, which is different, all the spokes are the same, 75 to 80 inch-pounds. You'll need a straight edge to check that the rim is actually in the center of the wheel, and some device to check the distance that it's the same. I'm surprised that the whole setup here without the tire is pretty well balanced. It seems like everything is in great shape to put a tube on it and a tire on it. So I highly recommend this approach. It seems like it might be difficult if you follow the directions in the book precisely. It's easy. It's not a big deal. You got to have the tools. Tools with one lace up, right, cost less than shipping it out. So that's the story. I'm a happy boy now. I get to put the front wheel back on my XLH, and I'll do a video of what it looks like with the front wheel done and the other things I've been working on. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.